So what's it like to be a one-man fashion designer rescue brigade? Josie tells all. This is Media Beat.
Look, things change.
Anyone with a camera and a computer
Every now
is
and
a good
then you
idea.
should pay attention to
What's the
where
user
they are.
value
We evolve.
Joe, thank you very much for joining us. We're right into the third season of All on the Line with Josie on the Sundance Channel. Can you tell us a little bit about how the show came about and why you thought it was a good fit for you?
I think when Sundance came to me and Authentic Entertainment, who's a production company, wanted to speak to me about this particular program, and it was a very loose guideline at the time, I loved it. I loved the idea of being able to do this, but it was important to me that it be authentic. It was important to me that it be original and that it would be genuine and that could actually really come in there and help people. And being able to even help them for the moment that we're doing the show is really meaningful to me, because I think that's a part that I feel like I could pay back. And that's a part that can help foster, in a way, the next generation of what fashion design's about.
From Stylista and MTV's The City, from seeing yourself portrayed and just being a part of the reality TV machine, what did you learn from those previous shows that maybe changed how you approached All on the Line?
I think before I started doing anything on television, I had really great advice from a really good friend of mine who's in the industry, in the entertainment industry. And she said to me, you know, whatever you do, just be yourself. The reality is, we do what we do because I am authentic in that position. I don't do it because of the cameras. I don't do it, you know, for any heightened drama. I do it because I really believe in it. And if I'm mad at you, I'm really mad at you.
That shtick that you love so much is not translating. You're spoiled, you're a brat. I can't do this anymore.
And if I'm really excited about you, I'm really excited about you. And those moments exist with or without what's going on. So I think my reality TV experience is the fact that I can be myself. And I think those words have stayed with me from the beginning, and those words will stay with me forever as long as I do this.
In each episode, we see you mentoring a struggling fashion designer, fashion design team. But it seems that your role almost changes from episode to episode. In one, you're kind of providing business advice. In the other one, you're giving them hints about fabric sourcing and even acting as like a psychologist.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there is a guy who wants his business to work. That guy's in there. Tell me what worse.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a busybody, so like I am like I will get up all in your business no matter who you are anyways. So that part wasn't really hard. Yeah, listen, I tell my friends all the time, I'm part marriage counselor, I'm part, you know, mentor, I'm part fashion professor, you know, and I'm part editor, and I'm part all these things, and that's okay. You know, I think that's what's fun for me, and I don't know what's going to happen. And I think it's funny you bring that up, because I think the reality is that even though the episodes are the general idea, that I do come in and help a different designer every episode, they are so vastly different because of the personalities and the working ethics of every single designer.
And one of the changes we see in the third season, I know, and one that you felt strongly about, was moving a lot of the episodes to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Can you talk about why you thought that was important and why you wanted to do that?
Well, it's important twofold, because I think, number one, we had done seasons 1 and 2 in New York, and not that it's tapped out, but it's time to sort of really grow what the series can be about. And I think West Coast fashion has really sort of evolved in terms of what the importance of it has been in the last few years. But also, I have to be honest, and this is the world I live in, the celebrity culture in America is huge and only getting bigger. And that what someone wears on the red carpet or on television or in the media will ultimately change a struggling designer's business.
Well, it's been said that being on camera can change the view you have of yourself. I know you talked about authenticity as obviously kind of where you started with the show, but what do you think the biggest difference is in the way people perceive you versus how you view yourself?
Fashion is part of my life, but it's not everything in my life. And I think that's why I think it works for me in the show, because I bring so many different facets to these designers, you know, and I love fashion, but I love pop culture, and I love the world that's happening around me, and I really want these designers to understand that, because the minute you live in your bubble, it's a minute that no one else is going to know that you exist. You've got to step out of that bubble in order to be relevant, and I feel like that's what I've done, and I'm trying to implore that with all my designers.